Ishmael Johnson, Dave Campbell's Texas Football here with Andrew Coker. I guess I can say former TCU offensive lineman now. Played one more game representing the purple, here at the East-West Shrine Bowl. How do you think it went?
I mean, it was a great experience, honestly. It was a fun game. We came out on top of the win, which is always good. Even in an exhibition game, it's still competitive, trying to win. But, yeah, it was a good week.
When you've decided to come to this event this whole week and participate, what was one thing that you were kind of trying to take out? Was it just working with people with NFL experience, working with other players, or connecting? What were you trying to take out of this week?
I mean, the one thing is I really wanted to compete. It's just like compete in practice and compete in this game. It was a fun week, and that was the one thing I really wanted to do all week. I was like, I want to compete against the best of the best, and I got the chance to do so.
What were some of the connections that you made, maybe players that you never got to talk to or compete against even, that you got to this week?
Yeah, so actually the East defensive line, there's a lot of Big 12 defensive linemen on that team, so there's a lot of guys that I already competed against. But as an offensive line, it's kind of a sacred room. It's a very different room. So I connected with all these guys that got to play the game. And it was really great. Like I was telling them, hey guys, don't be a stranger. We got our phone numbers. We'll see each other at the NFL Combine, so it's going to be fun. But just stay in touch. It was great.
I was about to say, so your next step will be the Combine. What are you doing for prep of that? What are you looking forward to as far as competing in that and participating in that?
Yeah, I'm just ready to get ready to compete in underwear Olympics.
Yeah.
40s, 5-10-5, L drill, movement, bench press, all that kind of stuff. So we're just getting ready for that right now. Doing, every day Combine prep, especially from here on out, is going to be really ramped up. So I'm excited for it though. It's going to be a great experience.
Yeah. And lastly, looking back on this year for TCU and even last year as well, what were you, what are you going to take the most about your career there and about what you guys were able to kind of do, especially obviously last year, and what you guys were able to establish?
I mean, yeah, just that last year alone was such a special year, and the things that we could do for Fort Worth and the TCU community was just unbelievable. Whenever people ask me, what's the most proud moment of my life, it was walking out in that national championship, wearing a TCU jersey and wearing repping that purple and black. It was a great experience, That alone, that was the icing on top of my TCU career. It was great. I enjoyed every second of it.
And lastly, now that he's off to the NFL, what's it like that TCU was the last team to hand Jim Harbaugh an L?
That is impressive, yeah. And it's also great that he's going to the Chargers. We got a lot of Horned Frogs on the Chargers, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, no, I mean, it's funny that people say that. I was thinking about that all year. I was like, man, they really did lose. We were the last loss, But hey, we got the job done.
Hey, appreciate your time, man. East-West Shrine Bowl is really fun, and glad you got to have that experience, man. So, yeah, signing off from product of Katie Taylor, I should say. So there you go. Andrew Coker, appreciate your time, man.
Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much.